'Tis said the first being, Anu, was the sum of all things, good and evil, light and dark, physical and mystical, joy and sadness, the one. Anu wished to be free from the malignance of evil, and so separated and expelled the darkness within. But what is cast off does not simply disappear, and that darkness found its shape in the seven-headed dragon, Tathamat, the prime evil, who fought ceaselessly with Anu to their mutual destruction. It is said, when the remains of these two titans settled, the universe as we know it came into existence. All the realms of the high heavens, the burning hells, and pandemonium. Tathamat's blackened husk gave birth to the burning hells, and each of the seven heads transformed into the seven great evils, each with dominion over their own realm. The three most dominant of these inherited the title of prime evil, feeding off one another to maintain dominion and rule over the legions of the burning hells. There was Mephisto, lord of hatred, intelligence and cunning, father of Lucian and Lilith, the mother of sanctuary. Baal, lord of destruction, corrupter of the world stone. And Diablo, lord of terror. As Deckard Cain once wrote, for as long as man fears the dark, Diablo will remain the most insidious and, I would argue, the most powerful of all the evils. The four lesser evils, no less dangerous to the people of Sanctuary, are not to be discounted on the basis of their title. Underestimating their capabilities and intentions is a sure path to our destruction. Belial, Lord of Lies, uses poisonous untruths to create an ever darker, fractious world. Juriel, Lord of Pain, revels in the cacophonous screams of those in physical agony. Even demons are no stranger to his torment. Andariel, the Maiden of Anguish, is the counterpart of Juriel. Whereas he delights in bodily torment, Andariel derives pleasure from anguish of the mind and soul. Asmodan, the Lord of Sin, a clever manipulator and master of temptation, loves vice in all its forms, but revels most in the failures of others. Demonic hordes spawned from the vile cavities of the burning hells, a host of ravenous, furious monstrosities that reflected the poisonous elements of the progenitor. There are demons beyond counting in the burning hells. At the center of the high heavens lies the crystal arch, said to be formed of Anu's spine. When it vibrates in perfect harmony, an angel is created, embodying an aspect of what Anu had once been. The purest of these become archangels, and 5 rose above the rest to lead the host of the high heavens. Imperius, Archangel of Valor, a brilliant tactician who commanded the warriors of heaven and led them into battle with hell, but whose pride has led to much destruction. Tyrael, former Archangel of Justice, who abandoned his rigid dedication to justice and took up the aspect of wisdom instead. He supported the many causes of humanity, renounced his angelic nature, and fell to earth as a mortal. Sanctuary would have fallen to darkness long ago without his aid. Inarius, creator of Sanctuary, served under Tyrael and was an advisor to the council until he rebelled. Auriel, the Archangel of Hope, who embodies the shining light of a bright future and sees the potential for good in all things, but who is no less a warrior than the others, dispatching those who spread despair and darkness. She is said to lead the chorus of the high heavens in harmony. Ethereal, the Archangel of Fate, who comprehends the tangled web of fate and time, though the future of humanity remains obscure to him, unseeable, because we are not of the natural order of creation. Malthael, the former Archangel of Wisdom, who fell to darkness and brought ruin to sanctuary when he abandoned the aspect of wisdom and took up the aspect of death. I encountered him once, long ago, and barely escaped with my life. Few who met him after his transformation survived. After all, no one can stop death. These 5 archangels formed the Angiras Council and ruled heaven in harmony until Malthael abandoned heaven. The council fell to confusion and dissension. Their unity diminished. Alongside heaven and hell, there is a third realm, and this is where our next story begins and ends. Where Anu and Tathamed slew one another, the violence scarred the cosmos and birthed the plane of pandemonium. It was here the World Stone, also called the Eye of Anu, came to rest, a mountain-sized artifact of infinite power that embodied the endless cycles of birth and death, destruction and creation. Desire to control its infinite power fueled the eternal conflict, until Inarius and Lilith stole it, and used it to create sanctuary.